a couple of days ago on the show because Joy Behar was naturally, like all the media is, using the death of President George Herbert Walker Bush, who they smeared at the time naturally, and now they're using the death of President Bush to smear President Trump. So if they were smearing the President Trump, she was smearing President Trump. Meghan McCain, daughter of John McCain, jumped in and said, you know, I don't want to talk about Trump. We're trying to talk about President Bush dying, and you people, and it went kind of, you don't have it there. And they started shrieking at each other, and then they went to break. And then Joy Behar went crazy, and you know, everybody's got to, she's going to quit. And, you know, quit. Please, go ahead, quit. Do everybody a favor. Not a thing. Liberals. Liberals, tolerance, humor, comedy, dead. Student organizers boot former Saturday Night Live writer from stage during stand-up routine for jokes that were deemed offensive. The Columbia Spectator, that's the Columbia University newspaper. Saturday Night Live writer and comedian Nimesh Patel. He's an Indian American, and they're racists for chasing him off the stage violently as they did. Saturday Night Live writer and comedian Nimesh Patel was pulled from the stage by event organizers after telling jokes that were criticized as racist and homophobic during his performance at Culture Shock. I guess they got a little culture shock. It's called Culture Shock, naturally, shock is in all caps, culture is not because everybody's illiterate. Reclaim, an event held by Columbia Asian American Alliance, the AAA. So they've got a race-based organization here, and because they don't have white organizations, but every other thing under the rainbow. The Columbia Asian American Alliance on Friday night. Patel, who's 32 years old, was the first Indian American writer for Saturday Night Live, and has since been nominated for an Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing. Patel has previously performed Late Night with Seth Meyers and opened for comedians such as Chris Rock, who doesn't do tours anymore because nobody laughs at his jokes anymore. Not because he's not funny, he is funny. During the event, Patel's performance featured commentary on his experience living in a diverse area of New York City, as opposed to a non-diverse area of New York City. They love that word diverse. They're all caught up in their own thing, aren't they? Including a joke about a gay black man in his neighborhood, which AAA officials deemed inappropriate. They're not only the Asian American Alliance, they'll also come by and jump your car if your battery dies. Patel jokes that being gay cannot be a choice because he said, quote, no one looks in the mirror and thinks, this black thing is too easy. Let me just add another thing to it. So that's his joke. His joke is like, it's terrible being black in America because it's a terrible racist country and everybody's a racist. But if you're black and gay, it's even worse because we're a homophobic and anti-gay country too. So being black and gay would be even worse. So really the joke is at the expense of America as a terrible racist homophobic country. So he's a liberal. Now we know that. Based on that, we know that he's a liberal. About 30 minutes into his set, members of the AAA, it's like the KKK, interrupted the performance, denounced his jokes about racial identities and sexual orientation, and provided him with a few minutes for closing remarks. Okay? Patel pushed back on the officials. They call them officials. They're not officials. They're with a race club. So that doesn't make them official. Are you official in the KKK? It's ridiculous. Patel pushed back on the officials' remarks and said that while he stood in solidarity with Asian American identities, of course he does. He's a liberal. He's got to be all about identity politics. None of his remarks were offensive, he said. And he said he was exposing the audience to ideas that would be found in the real world. What happened then? Before he could finish, Patel's microphone was cut from off stage. They're like Nazis. They're like Nazis. They have no idea how close they are to being Nazis. Just amazing. And of course, you know, at Princeton, they're banning the song that their a cappella group does. It's from a Disney movie, The Little Mermaid. And there's a kiss, and they banned it. You can't have that. Princeton a cappella group cuts Disney song amid criticism of toxic masculinity. You know, The toxic feminism is really the biggest problem we have going here. They are just amazing. 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 I want to do that soundbite number 9 one more time, because I love that soundbite number 9. What is that soundbite number 9, you might ask? And did you see the woman from Honduras that's part of the caravan jumped over a wall yesterday, gave birth, and has a U.S. citizen as a baby? I'm not even kidding. Honduran woman affiliated with the caravan of Central American migrants gave birth on U.S. soil shortly after entering the country illegally, amid growing frustration about a bottleneck to claim asylum at official border crossing. The Border Patrol agents arrested the woman after she entered the country illegally near Imperial Beach, California, across the border from Tijuana, that's San Diego. Customs Border Protection said she was arrested with her 20-year-old husband and 2-year-old son. The woman, who was 8 months pregnant, was taken to a hospital after complaining about abdominal pain the day after arrest. The family was released from custody pending the outcomes of their immigration cases. But she gave birth like boom, right away. There you go, all that stuff. Let's go to Katie Turk, because she's a typical Democrat. She's an NBC News anchor and an award-winning journalist, and she's very, very concerned about climate change, which you might also know as global warming, but liberals will argue with you about that, because they'll argue about anything, because they're unhinged and insane. Here is NBC News award-winning journalist and anchor Katie Turk.
I read that New Yorker article today, and I thought, gosh, how pointless is my life, and how pointless are the decisions that I'm making on a day-to-day basis when we are not focused on climate change every day, when it's not leading every one of our newscasts.
It should be leading every one of your newscasts, the weather, the climate. How pointless is my life? She read a New Yorker article about the weather, and when she was done, she said, how pointless is my life? Why do Democrats hate the Jews so much? That's coming up.
Gosh, how pointless is my life?
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
My story begins with debt, a lot of debt, credit card debt, and I heard a commercial for Trinity. I gave them a call.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-383-0687.
When I first called, I was a little embarrassed and kind of ashamed, and I looked at the numbers, and I saw how quickly that astronomical debt that was in my life would go away.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
What I would tell other people, please pick up the phone and call Trinity. Just let them put together a program and see how affordable and easy it is to pay off your debt.
Call Trinity at 1-800-383-0687. That's 1-800-383-0687. Gold Bond fools all you pictures out there. Pictures of wobbly chairs, squeaky stairs, and creepy faucets. Folks who can fix just about anything, except dry cracked hands. Oh, that's bad. Man, say hello to Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. More than a lotion, it precisely fills, soothes, and protects rough, cracked fingers and knuckles. 91% of the cracked skin felt smoother in one day. Yep, feeling good. Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. Find it in First Aid and Walgreens.
This is John Greenhouse, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, Power Swab is the answer. In 5 minutes, you'll see 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. Even better, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you're done. To try Power Swabs, call 1-800-679-0969. Your bright, white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look.
Ring in the holiday season with the New York Pop on December 21st and 22nd at Carnegie Hall. Guest artist Ashley Brown, Broadway's original Mary Poppins, returns to the New York stage with its festive program of classic and contemporary carols. Music director and conductor Stephen Riley, he leads this holiday concert during his 10th anniversary season with the New York Pop. You and loved ones will deck the halls and have the most wonderful time of the year. Holiday favorites at Carnegie Hall, December 21st and 22nd. Tickets at carnegiehall.org or call Carnegie Charles 212-247-7800, 212-247-7800, 212-247-7800. Bring in the holiday season with the New York Pops, December 21st and 22nd. Tickets at CarnegieHall.org or call Carnegie Charge 212-247-7800.
If you have high blood pressure, you probably know you're at risk of developing serious health problems, such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure. If you're taking multiple medications for your high blood pressure, but still can't seem to get your numbers under control, you may qualify for a new clinical research study. Right now, doctors in both Manhattan and Long Island are conducting a research study for an investigational device designed to lower blood pressure through a minimally invasive procedure. If you participate, you'll be treated by a team of local specialists and will receive study-related care at no cost. So if you're concerned about your high blood pressure and are interested in learning more, please call 888-9-STUDY-1 to see if this study may be right for you, or visit ControlBP.com. That's 888-9-STUDY-1, or visit ControlBP.com. Please call 888-9-STUDY-1, or visit ControlBP.com. That's 888-9-STUDY-1, or visit ControlBP.com.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule.
I thought I had a sinus headache for a few days, but I had a massive brain aneurysm, hemorrhage of the brain, and a stroke. And I was on my deathbed. I was on a respirator in a coma for 35 days. And 3 months later, I came home in a wheelchair. I had double vision. I had to learn to walk again, to speak again. 1 and 1 is 2, write the alphabet. You know, if I went out and did a little something, I'd come home, I'd be in bed. Now, I'm up by like 5:30 in the morning, and I go to the gym. I do shopping. I cook. I have energy all day. I mean, I feel great. Overall, my whole outlook, just feeling, my mental aspect, everything is better.
For a limited time, use discount code WABC, and we'll take 35% off your first preferred set of fruits and veggies and have them shipped to you free. Call 800-246-8751. That's 1-800-246-8751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com and use discount code WABC.
For straight talk about cosmetic surgery, tune in to What's Your Rate with Dr. Arthur Harris and every Saturday at 6 p.m.
Hey, it's tomorrow, Bernie. 10 in the morning from the Joseph Abu VIP guest list. Hope to meet the price of Coach Todd, the hilarious Jackie, the joke man. So we're getting ready for the Chinese and the Redskins tomorrow at 6. 77 WABC, it's Bernie and Sid in the morning.
A full-page ad taken out in Dr. Evil's Post today. It looks like a newspaper, but it's not. You know, Airbnb is this online thing you can go and stay on other people's couches or something like that. It's like college online with strangers, something like that. Airbnb, they got this whole thing there. Anti-Semitic bed and breakfast. Airbnb says, quote, belong anywhere, end quote, ... unless you're a Jew. It's a full-page ad. It was taken out by Rabbi Shmuley, America's rabbi, and the World Values Network. They write, lodging company Airbnb does business in villainous, despotic nations all over the world, like Nicaragua, Cuba, Venezuela, Qatar, Putin's Russia, and Erdogan's Turkey. Places where dictators rule with an iron fist and innocents are brutalized, tortured, and murdered regularly. The only nation Airbnb has singled out for discrimination, Israel. Last week, Airbnb shamefully joined Israel-hating boycotters and announced that despite regularly doing business in countries with wild human rights records, it would no longer allow Jews who lawfully, peacefully live in Judea and Samaria in the West Bank to post their rentals on Airbnb. Palestinian neighbors in Ramallah, in Rawabi, and other cities in Judea and Samaria living under an authority that imposes the death penalty for selling land to Jews are still allowed to list their properties. Death penalty if you sell your land to Jews. And Airbnb, they're okay with that. You know why? They're liberals. They're liberals. Of all the nations and religions on earth, Airbnb has singled out Jews and Jews alone for this reprehensible discrimination. Airbnb claims it is removing Jewish properties because they're located in disputed regions. But Airbnb has not removed northern Cyprus, despite its disputed status, nor Tibet, despite its occupation by China. And it goes on from there. It is truly outrageous, this Airbnb thing. And I've run myself out of time again, but two Democrat women, Muslims, elected to Congress, who are calling for a boycott of Israel because... and mostly cloudy. I'm Rob Johnson with the stories I'll be talking about on 77 WABC. Texas is now getting a chance to say goodbye to a president. A funeral service going on right now for former President George H.W. Bush. It's happening at St. Martin's Episcopal Church, the same church he and Barbara worshipped at when they were in the Houston area. Longtime friend and Secretary of State James Baker saluted Bush 41 and Barbara and their compassion for others.
Their dedication to the Force of Life, the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy, and countless other charities is a model for all former First families, past, present, and future.
Baker's Secretary of State during the Bush administration also speaking George C. Bush, the grandson. Later today, former President's body traveled by train to his final resting place in College Station on the Texas A&M University campus. A pause in trading on the floor of the stock exchange yesterday hasn't stopped the bleeding on Wall Street today. The Dow is down about 580 points. Nasdaq down 97. The S&P down 55. Markets are down anywhere from 1.5% to 2.5%. Things have been looking up. China and the U.S. were putting out signs that progress would be made in trade talks. The Federal Reserve cooled talk about raising interest rates. Then came word that the CFO of one of China's largest tech firms was arrested in Vancouver while changing planes, and she was being extradited to the U.S. Stock prices fell dramatically at the start of trading. Our correspondent, Steve Casamau.